some of you are biting your lip. I see some of you shaking your head. Oh gosh, I don't know this. But if you really want to know where they're in Exodus 20. Don't turn there now, okay? We're going to show them to you. But they are in Exodus 20. Exodus 20. Now, you didn't know 5 of them. You're a part of this statistic. 60% of Americans can't name 5 of the 10 Commandments. That's USA Today 2007. So you're a part of this statistic. We actually did our own poll in youth today, and I'm thankful to say our youth group's not a part of this statistic. They knew more than 5. Our youth group did. So I was very excited to see that they all knew more than 5. I saw that most people could get about 7. About 7 was the range where most of my youth landed, in that 7 to 8 range. What? Yeah, you passed. Yeah, 7% you passed. Yep. But here's the thing. Knowing the 10 Commandments and obeying them are 2 different things, right? You can know all 10, but if you're not going to obey them, what's the use in knowing? So we ask you, can you name all 10? Could you name them in order? I hope that some of you were trying to name them in order. I couldn't name them all in order. That's difficult. But we're going to start with number 1, and we did go in order. Number 1, thou shalt not have no other gods before me. No other gods was number 1. And fittingly, that would be number 1, right? Do you put God number 1 in your life? What are you putting before God? What is number 1 in your life right now? What is number 1? Is it God? Is it your iPhone? iPad? This is a bad one for me. Even though the Bible's on there, does the Bible spend more time on the screen than the internet? Does it spend more time on the screen than Twitter or Facebook? I don't have Facebook, but I'll throw that in there for young people. Facebook. Am I playing games on this more than having the Bible up? Or what, God too, I think it's more. Yeah, and we're getting in that. You're making yourself an idol. And I think Chris has talked about that often. That putting yourself number 1, that putting yourself all the things that you want before God. And Chris has mentioned that. Number 2. Graven image. Having idols. Back to here. Is this your idol? Are you spending more time on this? And maybe it's the iPad. Are you spending more time on the iPad? Is that your image? We even were getting into how Apple is getting into different markets and how it's kind of scary that they're taking over and people are spending more time on Apple products than about anything else. How big Apple has become in our lives. What are you attracted to? What can you not live without? Is it God? Is it the iPad? What is it? Is it cars? Is it money? Is it fame? I thought about not including this, but I'm still going to. Speaking on the cars, Evie and I were watching an episode of Strange Addictions. I don't know if any of you all have seen that show before, but apparently a guy was infatuated with a vehicle, with his car. And he apparently had a relationship with the vehicle. And he was in love with his vehicle. And then you see several ones on the guy that loves the balloons and things like that. So, what do you desire? What are you putting in front of God? What's number 1 in your life? Taking the Lord's name in vain is number 3. Who's 3 for 3 right now in order? Anybody? Wow, no one's 3 for 3. It's scary. Some of our youth group kids said, I hate seeing that in text form. I hate when people say that. I dislike that. You know, even though you try to translate the oh my gosh factor in there, it still pops in your head the other word, right? It's still there. So try to get away from the OMG. Just stick with lots of laughs, or LOL. Evie says lots of laughs. Up to date with pop culture.
I like lots of
Number 4. Sabbath. Keep it holy. You should congregate yourself. It's uplifting to be in the house of God, is it not? I saw lots of smiles, handshakes, hugs. I like seeing your smiling faces. This is my home away from home, right here. So, be in church. Be in church. Number 5. Honor thy father and mother. Show respect to them. Honor your parents. Don't kill or murder was 6. I guess I can't ask at number 6 if anyone is 6 for 6 because no one was 3 for 3. So, as a church, we know that we need to work on this. We need to study Exodus chapter 20. We need to look over those 10 commandments. So, thou shalt not murder. Number 7, commit adultery. Do we just mean go out and cheat on your wife? Is that what we're talking about here? No. How else can you commit adultery? In your mind, right? Can you not commit adultery in your mind? Can you not fascinate on someone to the point to where you are lusting after them, creating situations to where you will be around them so you can interact with them, so you can be secluded with them, alone with them? Can we not do that? Yes, we can. It goes right into committing adultery. If you look upon a woman to lust after her, you've already committed adultery in your heart. Number 8. Don't steal. And if you are an office, if you like to watch the show The Office, you'll know that this is Dwight. And it says Dwight knows that you've been stealing office supplies for years. It's just a little play on it there. He's hardcore at the office, Dwight is. He says even a paper clip. So, do not steal. Do not steal. Number 9. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Even white lies are not okay. And I got to thinking about these white lies. Because before I was a Christian, I thought everybody said white lies. My worst was exaggeration. Gosh, I'm the worst exaggerator ever. I go on and on and on. You know, it could have been, now I'm talking about big exaggeration. I'm not talking about, oh, that paper clip was this big, or this big. Exaggerating to the point where it was a lie. So now I catch myself going back and correcting things. Because I catch that old Adam trying to exaggerate or not really, I don't want to say white lie, but not really tell all the truth. I catch myself turning around and going back and saying, okay, that necessarily wasn't right. This is really what I meant by that. And it didn't come out in the correct way. So, anyways, don't lie. Number 10, covet. Nice animation there. You've got... If you would take something from somebody else, if you could, that's coveting. So if you actually would take something, if no one would know about it, if you could secretly just take it, you're coveting. I'm not talking about just, oh, I like that Ferrari over there. I'd love to have a Ferrari, but I wouldn't actually take someone else's Ferrari. I wouldn't steal from them. I wouldn't covet to the point where I would want their Ferrari. I think Ferraris are nice. Never need my favorite. So that's the 10. Did anybody get all 10 right? Close? All right. All 10 right. I'm not talking about in the correct order. Just mixing up. We got all 10. A couple people got all 10 correctly. That's really good. Really good. But no one got all 10, 1 to 10, I couldn't either. He was shaking her head, but she couldn't either. She didn't when she sat down, was trying to do it.